Are you ready to step into this new year with purpose and clarity? Well, then it's time to release the baggage that is holding you back and step into this new year with a new transformative mindset. Are you ready? Let's go. What is going on, good people? It is your favorite uncle, Uncle Phil, and welcome back to the channel. And for those of you who don't know this channel, well, we're all about making sure that you discover your unique worth because we believe you got it. So if you're passionate about personal and professional success, rooted in the fact that you matter and you bring value to the table, well, listen, you're in the right place. Now, we want to talk about things that you cannot take into this new year. Before I get into the good stuff, let me go ahead and just tell you, there is nothing magical about a new year. But having a new year does give us a fresh slate, and fresh slates are always good. So since we have it, let's take advantage of it. Now, the good stuff. 10 things not to take into this new year. All right, let's get it started. The first thing you can't take into this new year is negative self-talk. I'm just not good enough. Dude, I don't know if I can do it. Can I do it? No, I always mess up. Look, y'all, we have to replace that negative self-talk. I like to say replace it with affirmations that align with your core values. They align with who you are, and it speaks to you. And when it speaks to you, it does something on the inside. I like to call that my sha-na-na. Literally, every day I'm looking in the mirror and I'm talking to myself and telling me who I am. Oh, you got this, man. You can do this. Your day is going to be amazing. As Coach Prime would say, if you look good, you feel good. And if you feel good, you play good. And if you play good, well, they pay good. So get rid of that negative talk and talk good to yourself. Now, the next thing, honestly, is real serious. I've heard it said that the only thing that can stop you is you. So what is the thing that we need to leave in this year? Procrastination. All procrastination is delaying important tasks and projects because of fear or indecision. I mean, do you believe or not? So don't you bring procrastination in here. It's time that we do the things that we say that we're going to do. One thing that'll help you to not procrastinate is to write down the things that you're trying to do and give yourself a timeline. Don't just say, I'm gonna do it, but tell yourself when. By the end of this week, I'm going to this. Today, I have 3 goals. They are 1, 2, 3. And then make sure that you check that you have done those things. See, here's a little secret. When you get some positive momentum going, and when you achieve some small goals, your mind and your body won't even allow you to procrastinate because it feels good to succeed at the things that you say that you're going to do. Number 3, toxic relationships. Oh, you gotta check your friend pool, y'all. If people are not going in the same direction that you're going, then it's time to cut them off. Sometimes you gotta let them go. Woo! Let them go, y'all. Looks like somebody got TKO'd. Cut them people off. There's nothing wrong with people, but if they're draining you, if the relationship is literally taking all the energy from you, why are you staying in that? Why are you continuing to give energy to something that's doing the opposite for you? Now, as my mother used to say, you can love them from a distance. So I need you to evaluate your relationships and set boundaries. And don't let anything cross over, all right? Those boundaries are simply there to protect your well-being. Because if you ain't good, ain't nothing good. So surround yourself with individuals who are going to uplift you and support the mission that's been placed on the inside of you. Number 4, outdated technology. Why do we keep on using the same old, particularly if it's not helping us to get to the next place? Stop using these outdated tools that are only, honestly, hindering your progress. And when your progress is hindered, so is your productivity. So innovation, that's your friend. find tools that are gonna help you out, like AI. Don't be afraid of it. Here's the thing, AI is nothing to be afraid of, but if used wisely, it's a tool that can change the game for you and save you a whole bunch of time. So if I have more time, I have more freedom to do other things. You doggone right. All right, so you've given me negative self-talk, you gave me procrastination, toxic relationships, and outdated technology. Okay, I got it. What's number 5? 5 is a fear of failure. Why are you afraid to succeed? Why are you afraid to try it? Why are you afraid to go all in on this thing? Maybe you're avoiding these new challenges and these new opportunities because you're afraid of failing. But today, I need you to take that word failure out of your vocabulary because we never fail. In fact, the only thing that we do is learn. And learning takes us one step closer to success. See, when things don't go your way, now you know what not to do. And don't do that again. So take calculated risks and celebrate both the successes and the setbacks, because they're both taking you to the right direction. For number 6, I need you to come on in, get a little closer now, okay? You cannot take a lack of boundaries into this new year. Oh, that one, that kind of hurt. Boundaries? Listen, boundaries are there for your safety and your protection. When you're driving on a road, you got guardrails, you have lines, and they tell you to stay within the certain bounds. Because if you go outside of those bounds, it could be disastrous for you. So we gotta set boundaries, y'all. Without any boundaries, it's gonna lead to frustration, it's gonna lead to burnout, and diminished focus. Now, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. So with this new year, I need you to establish clear boundaries, both personally and professionally. Say what you're going to do and do that. And the things that you're not going to do, make them clear and don't do those things. And with those boundaries, I need you to prioritize self-care. Take care of yourself. See, this goes back to the old information that we hear when we're flying on an airplane. You gotta put your oxygen mask on first, because if you pass out, you ain't good for nobody else. So self-care, delegating responsibilities, and communicating your needs assertively. Don't be wishy-washy with it now. Let people know and stand on that, because we standing on business, right? Speaking of communication, that takes us to number 7, inconsistent communication. Yeah, leave that. When we fail to communicate transparently in personal or professional relationships, that's never a good thing. So cultivate open lines of communication, use active listening, and remember, we ain't talking about just hearing, we're talking about 5-part listening. Ears to hear, a mind to think, a heart to feel, undivided attention to focus, and eyes to see. Now that's how you really listen. And the last piece of this is really providing constructive feedback. Let them know. Sometimes you gotta let people know what's really going on and how you truly feel constructively. That means you want something better, and you want to show people that. Number 8 is unrealistic expectations. Y'all, stop setting goals that are misaligned with your vision, that are misaligned with the things that you know that you're trying to do, and honestly are not attainable. When we do this, all we're really doing is setting ourselves up for failure. There's nothing wrong with setting a big goal. Just don't expect that big goal to happen tomorrow. Create a plan and work the plan, attaining the LVs, what I like to call little victories, which will compound and get you to the place that you ultimately want to be. But be realistic in your expectation. See, with these kinds of goals, I like to call them SMART. Make them specific, make them measurable, make them attainable, make them relevant, and put a little time to it as well. Just make them smart. Number 9 is limited perspectives. Leave those right here. And don't you take them limited perspectives into the new year. See, when we fail to seek diverse viewpoints, other perspectives, it leads to narrow-mindedness. I mean, I'm not calling you narrow-minded, I'm just saying that it leads to that. So boost up your personal and professional networks. Engage with people from a diverse group of backgrounds. That's different cultures, different perspectives. Because when you do that, you'll broaden your understanding, and the lens you look through, it won't be narrow. So if it's not narrow, then I can see bigger and I can see broader. Oh, you got it now. Okay, so 5 was fear of failure. Got that. 6 was lack of boundaries. Inconsistent communication was 7. Unrealistic expectations was 8. Limited perspectives was 9. What's 10? Stagnation. Got to leave stagnation here. When I talk about stagnation, I'm talking about remaining complacent or resistant to change, because all that does is hinder your personal and professional growth. And you are trying to grow, right? Embrace continuous learning, embrace innovation, and just be adaptive. So when you do this, you're not gonna stand still or be stagnant, but you'll be moving. And movement, that's called progress, y'all. So there you have it, the 10 things you have to leave here. You can't take these into this new year. And when you do this, you can pave the way to a transformative journey in this new year. So if you found value in this content and if it's resonating with you, I need your support. How, you ask? Go ahead and share this out with somebody that you know, a friend, a family member, anyone on the quest for purpose. See, I told you all earlier, I'm on a mission, you all, and I want you to be a part of it. The mission? To help 100,000 people discover their own unique worth and create spaces where they can make a positive impact in the world. That's it. And honestly, your share, well, that's a step in the right direction. So remember, your journey is unique, your worth is undeniable, and you have the potential to create ripples of change. So let's start together. That's all I got for you today. I'll see you in another video very soon. Talk to you soon, y'all. Peace.